Title: The Cuban Missile Crisis, a close call for nuclear war. Introduction. Host: Welcome back to Curious Minds with Soundar. In today's episode, we're diving into one of the most intense moments in modern history, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Strap in, because we're about to explore a near-catastrophic event that brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. Let's jump right in. Background and context. Host: To understand the Cuban Missile Crisis, we need to go back to the early 1960s when tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were at an all-time high. The Cold War was in full swing, and both superpowers were engaged in a dangerous game of nuclear one-upmanship. Host: In 1959, Fidel Castro's communist revolution took hold in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida. This sparked concerns in the United States about having a Soviet-friendly government so close to its shores. The discovery. Host: In October 1962, American intelligence agencies discovered something alarming. The Soviets were secretly deploying nuclear missiles in Cuba, capable of striking major U.S. cities within minutes. This discovery set off a chain of events that would change the course of history. The response. Host: U.S. President John F. Kennedy faced an agonizing dilemma. He had to decide how to respond to this direct threat to national security. Should he tolerate the missiles or take military action? Kennedy and his advisors debated different courses of action in what became known as the ExComm meetings. Host: The United States decided on a naval blockade of Cuba, preventing further shipments of weapons. This move aimed to pressure the Soviets into removing the missiles and avoid a direct confrontation. The tense standoff. Host: As the world watched, tensions escalated rapidly. Both superpowers engaged in a high-stakes game of brinkmanship. The U.S. military prepared for a potential invasion of Cuba, while the Soviet Union threatened retaliation if any attack occurred. Host: For 13 long days, the world held its breath, fearing the worst outcome. Negotiations took place behind closed doors, with messages exchanged between Kennedy and Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev. The world waited anxiously to see if a peaceful resolution could be achieved. The resolution. Host: Finally, a breakthrough came. Kennedy and Khrushchev reached an agreement. The United States pledged not to invade Cuba, and in return, the Soviet Union agreed to dismantle and remove the missiles from Cuba. Legacy and lessons. Host: The Cuban Missile Crisis had a profound impact on the world. It served as a wake-up call for both superpowers, highlighting the dangerous path they were on. It led to the establishment of a direct hotline between Washington, D.C. and Moscow to improve communication and avoid misunderstandings. Host: The crisis also prompted both nations to pursue arms control agreements, such as the Limited Test Ban Treaty, aimed at curbing the proliferation of nuclear weapons. It taught us the importance of diplomacy, communication, and finding peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Conclusion. Host: And there you have it, the Cuban Missile Crisis, a moment when the world stood on the edge of nuclear catastrophe. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and a peaceful resolution was achieved. Remember, history teaches us valuable lessons, and it's crucial to understand the past to shape a better future. Host: I hope you found this dive into history intriguing and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, And hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more fascinating content on Curious Minds with Soundar. Until next time, keep your minds curious and your passion for knowledge aflame. Take care.